Hey guys, I wanted to make a hopefully quick video showing you all the updates that have occurred with my tank over the past couple months. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, so there are quite a few changes. I wanted to show you guys those now. So the first thing, one of the bigger things that have changed, I've added a canopy to the tank, so that's pretty exciting. I got this canopy made locally, not by the same person who made my stand. The person who made my stand wanted a large amount of money to do the canopy. I got one of my old friends to make the canopy, and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. He matched the paint perfectly, and it looks great. I really like the way the canopy looks on this aquarium. I liked the radions hanging from the ceiling. However, I don't have a rimless aquarium. I think that look suits rimless aquariums a little bit better, because mine has that black rim across the tank. It's just a standard marine land aquarium, so it didn't look as good. It still looked pretty cool, but I think the canopy really makes the tank look full. People who have come see the tank ask me if I got a new aquarium because it looks so much bigger. Same tank, just a canopy on it. Second thing you may or may not notice from this distance, there are no fish in the aquarium. I had an ick outbreak about a month and a half ago, and I removed all the fish from the tank, and I am letting the tank run fishless for several weeks. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks now. I think I'm going to let it run, I'll probably go 8 or 9 just to play it safe, weeks without fish. I'm treating the fish in a 30-gallon BioCube, which I'll show you in just a second, with copper safe. Everyone seems healthy now. I haven't noticed any spots on the fish. I'm just letting the ick run its cycle in the aquarium, hopefully to alleviate the problems. I understand that it's probably not possible to alleviate it altogether. There's no 100% way to assure you're not going to get a parasite in the tank, but I'm doing my best to try to make sure it doesn't happen. So that being said, we can move in and I can show you guys a couple more things. The other thing you may have noticed, my computer to the left is plugged into the tank. The reason being, my daily schedule I run my lights at is more of a 20K spectrum, so it's really difficult for my iPhone to pick up those colors. So I'm running the lights in the live demo mode Ecotech offers on their website, and I turn the blues way down so you could actually see the tank in the video. So let's move in here. Okay. So here is the 30-gallon BioCube. As you can see, the fish are in there swimming around. I'd like to get a bigger tank for the tangs, but they're babies, so hopefully this tank suits them for the couple more weeks they gotta spend in the tank. Franco's guarding it. So here is the aquarium. We'll move in a little closer, show you guys some of the new things I've got. So left to right, let's just go over some corals. We got Elegance, the toadstool, zoom in here. I'll try to get a close-up video for you guys of a lot of these corals. I did one over my 90-gallon a long time ago. It's that torch coral. This top, I'm just gonna say SPS and acros. I won't go over all the names. I'll make a separate video of that. But as you can see, got a decent amount of acros up there and a decent amount of growth. The only thing, there's a blue Hawkins coral right there. This is the only one that didn't seem to do well. It's a fire ice ancanada, I think is how you pronounce it, not really sure. This one is actually doing very well. I know it looks a little brown in the video. It actually fell in the sand, and the back is where the light was hitting more. So the front looks kind of brown because I flipped it, so hopefully that will color up. Bird's nest there, bubble coral. It's also pretty early in the morning, so a lot of these corals haven't opened up all the way yet. This frog spawn, some guy gave it to me. It was actually stuck under a rock, so it's still coloring up. Hammer coral. This is probably one of my favorites right now, this guy. And here's actually another fire ice ancanada, which is doing a lot better. Palsilopora, acro there. and a Gorgonia, which is doing well, just is not out yet. Seems to come out later in the day. Second big update, other than the canopy, I upgraded my lighting system. You guys can see this. I upgraded to 3 Ecotech Radion Generation 3s. Still looks blurry. And I also added another T5 strip for actinic, a little more pop. These are not the Pros, they're just the Generation 3s, which I am going to also make a video about, a separate review video, because I have a few things I wanted to express and address. So the Generation 3s, I'll also make a video showing you guys, like, I haven't noticed too big of a difference between the 3s and the Generation 1s. Actually, some corals have lost a little color, but I'll go over that in another video. I don't necessarily know if it's the Generation 3s. Corals just might be getting used to the new lighting. Another big change, I got a new sump, finally. So this is an eShops R300, if anyone wants to look it up. It's a pretty decent sump. Again, I'm gonna make a separate video reviewing this guy. There are good and bad things about it, and I'd rather just put that in a separate video. Back there is the return chamber. I have a gravity-fed float valve, which I'm actually, if you see the messy line coming out, I have it in this closet here. It's coming out of this tub, feeding into the tank. I'm going to drill a hole in the, I'm going to drill a hole in the wall there. I just wanted to make sure that the system was working that way before I started drilling holes in the wall. So we'll head back here. So not a huge livestock difference from my last video. I'll go over like a livestock list in a separate video when I get the fish back in the tank. Fish are in quarantine. Big differences between the tank now and from before. I've gotten a lot more acroporas and corals actually. I don't think that hammer or bubble coral were in my last video. The ick outbreak, which obviously is not a good thing, but it happens, and I'm treating it. The canopy, the new lighting, the new radions. My radions were about 4.5 years old. LEDs, they say, last 50,000 hours, I think is what they were quoting with the Generation 1s, and I just wanted to make sure I could still take them off the tank, sell them. I actually still have them, but they are sold. I want to make sure I could take them off the tank and sell them while the new user could still get some life out of them. I didn't want to sell them and just have them die on someone. So I still got some money for them, which went towards the purchase of the new lights. So that's it for today, guys. I will go over the radions in another video. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want any more information, let me know. Just post a comment. I'll do my best to reply. All right, thanks for watching and subscribe.